Welcome to the new video. I've been testing some new fragrances, not new on the market, but new for me, and I can't wait to talk about them. I have here designer fragrances, niche fragrances, and also one very fresh release from FLORAIKU. So let's begin with maybe designer fragrances. I have here a fragrance from GIVENCHY. It's called L'Interdit Rouge Ultime. It's a flanker. It's not new, it was released in 2023. Well, I love the original Rouge, and I think that this one is not as good. It's quite delicious actually, but it's darker, it's much darker. It's an opulent bouquet of flowers surrounded with notes of vetiver, patchouli, tobacco. It's good overall, but nothing can beat original L'Interdit Rouge for me. Maybe Camellia K from Lalique can. This one still carries the DNA of L'Interdit line, but it's sort of dressed in darker velvet suit with sunglasses. It's a femme fatale, it's like a tragic dolce vita, like a movie. It's kind of expressive, but is it a hit or a miss? I would say it's a miss, because I just prefer the original Rouge so much more. It has its own place in L'Interdit line, but it's just not my favorite one. Next fragrance is one of the most shocking discoveries. It is Coco Mademoiselle Parfum. Wow! It's not new on the market, it's not new for me either, but I was shamelessly overlooking this fragrance until I got a sample and started wearing it, and I felt in love. It's such an appealing, elegant bouquet of flowers with patchouli base. I feel so good when I'm wearing this fragrance. I feel truly like this Chanel girl. Sexy, happy. I feel like I deserve the world. Maybe also the reputation of this fragrance, the name of this fragrance, all contributes in this impression. But it's so good. I love this fresh, citrusy opening with some floral rosy heart and this chic patchouli base with the touch of vanilla. Please don't think that I'm a niche snob. I appreciate designer and budget fragrances as well. I love testing everything. It's just that such popular fragrances like Coco Mademoiselle, you can find them everywhere, in every city, and that's why I don't buy designer fragrances. I know that I'm literally 10 minutes away from the cosmetic store where I can find those kind of fragrances, that they're always accessible for me. And what I love in perfumery is this hunting for niche fragrances, discovering some unusual brands that not many people know about. It's the thrill of this discovery. So this way it is so easy to overlook masterpieces in the designer world, and this one is definitely a hit for me. A big love, and I'm just happy that I rediscovered this fragrance and now I'm wearing it. I love it. Next fragrance I have here is also not new for me, but only now I got a chance to properly test it, wear it. It is Herba Fresca from GUERLAIN. Okay. I have to say I'm somewhat disappointed. I love the top notes. I get here some mint and for some reason some raspberry. It's not in the notes, but that's what I get, and I want those notes, this opening, to last forever, because in the dry down it gets sort of soapy and pretty flat. For quite long I was considering getting this fragrance for my collection, but now I know that I actually don't need it. No matter how much I love those top notes, the opening of the fragrance, I'm not a big fan of it in the base. Well, I'm sorry to say, but this is a miss for me. I don't need it. I'm just dreaming of the fragrance that would smell exactly like those top notes, but endlessly. Oh, that would be so good. Mint, raspberry. Next fragrance, Perles de Lalique. Old but gold. Wow, so good. It's actually not gold, it's silver for me. It's a silver rose. It's cold, precious, unapologetic, and it's so good. It was introduced in 2006 and still it feels so much in the spirit of time. It still feels charming, edgy, elegant. There are notes of rose, iris, powdery notes, oak moss, patchouli, so it's chypro floral. It's timeless. And this patchouli base in here, the dry down is so good. I even think that it is signature worthy scent. Beautiful. And it didn't disappoint me. It's a great discovery and it's definitely a hit. I like it. Let's smoothly transition to the niche segment. Another great discovery is PENHALIGON'S Malabah. When I first smelled this fragrance, I got this sudden feeling of happiness. I just felt like I'm smelling a good, happy life. And I looked at the notes to analyze, why does it smell like this? What is it so happy in here? Among the notes I saw ginger, lemon, tea, cardamom, and all together those spicy, fruity ginger notes, they create a sensation of bubble gum for me. Maybe this is the reference to childhood, I don't know, but it just makes me happy. I guess I just love the note of ginger. It elevates every fragrance, it makes it fresher, edgier, happier. So Malabah is a great discovery, it's definitely a hit. It's so airy, so beautiful and very special. Next we are moving to the greener, woodier direction. I have surprisingly lots of Vetivers today. One of them is Nuit NOMADE Mr. Vetiver. I love the name, Mr. Vetiver. Well, I was surprised how smoky it is. It feels like a bonfire in the forest. It's kind of cool to experience it, but in my daily life I don't wear such smoky fragrances, incensey fragrances. I just don't like how they develop on my skin. The notes are so special. There's cardamom, tarragon, lime, basil, grapefruit, geranium, vetiver in the base, some oak moss. I'm particularly impressed by the note of tarragon. When I was a student in our uni canteen, there was a small corner with different spices that you can add to your food, and among them there was tarragon. Since I tried the tarragon, I was obsessed with it. I was adding tarragon to like every soup, every salad, but then I kind of lost my enthusiasm for the tarragon. But seeing it among the notes, just so unusual. Wow. I smell tarragon and basil alongside with citruses, and it gives such a nice, interesting effect. Overall, it's pretty good, woody, aromatic fragrance. It feels like a cloud of vetiver, the smokiness. But is it a hit or a miss? Do I like it? I don't know. I have to live with this fragrance a little bit. I love the notes, but I'm not sure about this smokiness here. One more vetiver fragrances which I think I prefer is Timbuktu from L'Artisan Parfumeur. That's a good one. It's it's more like, how to say, like a bit more old school, a bit more classic take on vetiver. There are notes of vetiver together with some resinous note, benzoin, incense that I don't get a ton here, but in the top we have mango, pepper and cardamom. Wow, that's this balance of spices and woody notes with this fruitiness. Ooh, that's kind of good. This scent is tailored by Bertrand Duchaufour and I love what he's creating. I love his fragrances. I guess what I love the most in this fragrance is the balance between woody notes and spicy notes. It's quite fresh, greenish, but at the same time spicy and warming. Very good discovery. I would say it's a hit, and I just love L'Artisan Parfumeur. I want to try every single of their fragrances, including the discontinued ones. Very nice vetiver fragrance, but pretty masculine. Doesn't mean that I'm not gonna wear it. I will. Next I have a couple of fragrances from FUEGUIA in a splash bottles. I have Darwin and Cactus Azul. Cactus Azul. Let's begin with Darwin. That's my thing, that's my baby. It's again Vetiver fragrance, but with grapefruit. Somehow it reminds me a little bit one Aesop fragrance, the seed. I had a full bottle of it, I finished it, and I love this profile. I love when Vetiver comes with some citruses. Here we have grapefruit, in Aesop there was yuzu. I honestly think that Vetiver is one of the most appealing notes in perfumery. Among the woody fragrances, I usually reach for either Vetiver or sandalwood. I'm gonna apply it on myself. My mom used to put the fragrances under the nose when she was using a splash bottle. So not only people around you will enjoy your fragrance, but you yourself. She did like this. Tick, 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 tick. I saw her in my dreams not long ago. Then we have Cactus Azul. There. Oh, that's a surprising one. It literally smells like cactus. I can't say I enjoy it that much, but I thought I will keep it as a reference. Maybe I will make some creative videos because it literally smells like cactus. The cactus is even among the notes. Plus here we have cedar and mint. And I got really curious about this house, FUEGUIA. It's a house from Argentina. They have a lot of fragrances in database. Maybe I will get some more samples to try. Some fragrances look very impressive. Next fragrance is my most favorite discovery. I loved it so much that I'm strongly considering getting a bottle of it. This one is called La Couleur de la Nuit, Voyage Imaginaire. This is a fragrance, splash bottle. This one is strongly aromatic, heavy on the note of lavender, fir balsam. So it's a fougere. It's not for everyone, but for me it's everything. Oh. I can understand that for some people notes of pine, lavender, geranium can be somewhat repulsing, but I'm just addicted to such kind of melancholic, foresty, aromatic fragrances. So what do we have here? What impressed me the most is its naturalism. It doesn't smell like aftershave, it doesn't smell like lavender soap, nothing like this. It's strongly aromatic, don't blind buy it, but wow, I just appreciate its stunning beauty. Among the notes we have balsam fir, lavender, patchouli, geranium, vanilla and rose. It has a touch of vanilla. How I would describe it, it's 60% aromatic, 30% floral and 10% sweetness. That's the balance. Interesting fact about this fragrance, it is inspired by Wong Kar-wai cinematography. I don't know which exact movie, or maybe overall by his approach to filming the lights and shadows. In the Mood for Love is one of my favorite movies. I've seen it many times and I still want to watch it again. I can imagine that this can belong to the universe of In the Mood for Love. Dark, beautiful, elegant. Voyage Imaginaire is a small niche house. They only have 6 fragrances and some of them look so appealing for me. I think I'm gonna get a discovery set. La Couleur de la Nuit is one of the best lavenders I've tried so far. Next we have a few fragrances from FLORAIKU. One of them is Spring River. It's the latest release. It's not even in Fragrantica's database. I got it. I'm disappointed. I just think that the idea and the scent profile, they don't match at all. They just speak totally different languages. When we think of the Spring River, I would imagine something green, aquatic, maybe foresty, ozonic. But this is a heavy, powdery, floral fragrance with maybe notes of iris, There is ylang ylang and it's prominent and I don't like it. It's kind of creamy, thick, powdery. It smells pretty yellow, like you imagine the pollen of yellow flowers. This is how it smells, and it lasts very long on my skin. I don't see anything new, anything groundbreaking in this fragrance, and I just personally don't like it because of ylang ylang. Reminds me some powdery designer fragrances. Okay, just speaking honestly, I'm not impressed. It's not my profile. It's a miss for me. It smells floral, musky, somewhat clean, a bit like skincare products. It doesn't work for me. But there is another FLORAIKU fragrance that I absolutely love. It is called I Dream of Paris. That's my baby. I get the note of raspberry here. It's not mentioned. There are notes of apple, rose, but for me, somehow it smells like raspberry. A little bit synthetic, but in a good way. I've been wearing it non-stop for a few days, and I just enjoyed how my clothes smelled with this fragrance, the base notes. Among the notes, we have rose, plum, apple, orange, some gooseberry, mandarin, so lots of fruity notes, some myrrh. Brings me so much good emotions, and I love the name I Dream of Paris because I do it every day. And you know, FLORAIKU fragrances, they have haiku, small Japanese style poetry for every fragrance. What we have here is I dream of Paris, the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame. As simply as that. Simple, pretty fragrance that smells so crimson for me. When I'm wearing this fragrance, I feel like I want to add some crimson lipstick on or something in my clothes just to emphasize the way it smells, this color of the fragrance, this kind of color. Wow. One of the best recent discoveries. I'm a big fan. Love it so much. Last fragrance from FLORAIKU is called Volcanic Flowers. That's a good one. I bought this one on an official website because of the notes. There is a note of coffee and chocolate. It smells exactly as I was expecting, rich, dark coffee, especially this coffee heart in here. So addictive. Volcanic flowers blossoming at night. Jasmine absolute, lily of the valley, patchouli oil and chocolate coffee accord. There are spices, there is something amber in this fragrance, and the texture, it feels so vicious, like you want to stretch it. I want to take this fragrance and just spread on myself. Such an unusual experience and very addictive fragrance. I can't say yet if it's a hit or a miss. I need to experience it a bit more. I don't have much coffee fragrances. I was quite interested in this note at some point. Maybe I will get back to it. This one is pretty good. Then I have one bonus fragrance. It is 4160 Tuesdays over the chocolate shop. Why I said bonus is that I can hardly consider it as an elegant niche perfumery, because for me it smells simply like chocolate syrup. But it's so delicious, it's yummy. I want to eat my paper. It literally smells like a dark chocolate, sweet, delicious. You know, perfumery doesn't always have to be very complex. It can be as simple as delicious chocolate scent. There is maybe half a ml left in this little bottle, and I thought I'm gonna keep it for reference because it's delicious, it's creative, it smells realistically gourmand like chocolate. I just find it so yummy. I guess that's it for today's video. The highlight among my recent discoveries is La Couleur de la Nuit. You know, when you find a fragrance that you love, it's like making a new friend. Two more fragrances I would highlight. I Dream of Paris from FLORAIKU, delicious raspberry fragrance, and Coco Mademoiselle, simply perfect. Second part of the video is gonna be my weekly rotation. I think I'm gonna film it day by day, pretty raw, just me and my fragrances in the natural environment. So it is Sunday and the fragrance of today is Darwin. I have it applied already, FUEGUIA, a bit more under the nose. In the evening, actually before the bed, I'm gonna use La Couleur de la Nuit. Okay, I will see you on Monday then. It is Monday for work. I was wearing Chanel Paris Edinburgh. It's a very nice woody, mossy scent. I find it very office appropriate and it actually helps me to focus, to stay structured, to stay inspired. For the rest of the day, I'm gonna wear Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice. I have a lot of stuff to do at home, some cleaning. I really want to have something very easy, very light that will evaporate before I go to sleep, so this is the perfect option. Tuesday. Today's fragrance is Aqua Universalis from MFK. It's a beautiful, clean fragrance, but that was totally unnecessary today because there is a roof renovation in the building where I'm working, and the smell of bitumen in the office is so strong that I could barely smell my fragrance. I couldn't even smell my food, my lunch. But at least I have something exciting for the evening. Ta-da! I received a discovery set from Herba, a French niche brand. I think there are 10 fragrances, so one of them will be my scent of the evening, but let's see what we have here. Okay, there is a letter. I bought my discovery set on the official website and I got a discount code for 35 euros in case I want to purchase a bottle. Nice. Oh wow, they put me some blotting papers to test the perfumes. The rectangular ones, like I prefer. I'm gonna use them for my review on this brand. Of course I'm gonna review this brand. Oh, that looks so fun. This one, 1812. I think this is the newest fragrance, and if I'm not mistaken, this is a cherry fragrance. So I think this is gonna be my scent for the evening. Let's see, let's try. Let's have a quick test right away. Oh, smells very French. Okay, I don't get much cherry, but I get something bubblegummy, something like lipstick, fruity. Okay, but that's just the first impression. Stay tuned for the full brand review. Yesterday was such a busy day that I didn't have time to film, and I didn't even think that long which fragrance to choose. So the fragrance of Wednesday was Gris Charnel. Whenever I want to feel comforted but I have to make quick choices, I reach for Gris Charnel. So today is Thursday. This morning I was wearing Bergamot 22. It is actually a day off in Finland, Ascension. So we had a walk, we went to the area that we are considering for moving, for living. So Bergamot, very nice, sunny fragrance for a sunny day. And then for the afternoon, I'm gonna use Yvonne from Herba. I'm still testing this discovery set. Such nice fragrances. So the one for this afternoon is Yvonne. Yvonne is a fruity rose fragrance that has a strong vibe of French perfumery. When you smell it, you think French. Yeah, I feel like it's a good daytime fragrance for the weekend with the family. It's quite simple, but also so special. I was trying to stay on track with filming my weekly rotation, but I failed. Today is Sunday. But still I will finish the video. So fragrance of Friday was a rose shot from Olfactive Studio. My perfect rose at the moment. What I love about this one is that it's not too polished, it's very naturalistic, it's a little bit dirty, even just like a natural rose, just very good one. Yesterday on Saturday I didn't wear any fragrance. I just didn't feel like it. Sometimes I have those days when I'm not wearing any fragrance. I was testing I was testing Orme, so the whole discovery set was technically my fragrance of the day. Today is Sunday. I'm gonna wear Still Life in Rio. This is a citrusy fragrance, but with some gourmand nuances. For me, it smells like a tropical cocktail. It has notes of coconut, ginger, some delicious citruses, so it's very energizing, but at the same time, kind of special. It's not a typical citrusy fragrance, it's actually quite delicious. I really love it during my free time. Perfect. Okay, I will try to improve my weekly rotation video, maybe combine it with some vlog elements next time. I will think of it. But thank you very much for watching and have a very nice day. Goodbye.